부상이 있었어가지고 그 재활하고 이제 시합 감각 올리려고 시합 다니고 있습니다. 일단 그동안 아파가지고 안 던지다 보니까 경기 감각을 먼저 찾으라 하셔가지고 코치님께서 배려해 주시고 있는 것 같아요. 일단 첫 경기에 너무 제구가 안 됐어가지고 그게 가장 아쉬웠고, 그 이후에는 그래도 하나부 제구는 잘 되고 있는 것 같아가지고 그게 가장 잘 됐던 것 같습니다. 올해보다 좀 더 좋은 모습
It's time for Melbourne Aces baseball. Welcome to season 2025-2026. These are exciting times as the Aces embark on an international schedule, welcoming teams from the USA, South Korea, and New Zealand, as well as Australia, to Melbourne Ballpark. Plenty of your favorite players will be back in an Aces uniform this season. We're talking Mr. Ace, Darryl George, the superstar Aaron Whitefield, hard-hitting Jared Dale, who's been playing in Japan, star pitcher Evan Rutsky, the versatile Jared Belbin, and the speedy Morgan McCullough. Plus, there are some exciting, familiar, but new faces like Ulrich Bodyarski, Gunnar Kynes, Lewis Thorpe, and Kyle Gorgoski. The season kicks off in South Korea with the KBO Fall League, where the Aces will play teams from South Korea and Japan. 5 games and maybe more will be streamed for free on the Aces YouTube channel, with the new voice of the Aces, Andrew Henderson, on the call. Then the Aces return to Melbourne for 3 big series before Christmas. The Southern Stars and Striped Shield in late November sees the Aces take on the Black Sox, an American squad that has produced more than 20 Major League players. In mid-December, it's the Continental Cup against the Killer Bees from the Yinzer Pro League in Pennsylvania. It's a team full of young talent looking to launch their pro baseball careers. And just after Christmas, it's a Trans-Tasman clash for the Australia-New Zealand Shield against the New Zealand Diamond Blacks. In the new year, we start with the College Challenge, a one-of-a-kind series that sees the Aces take on some of the best college baseball talent the U.S. has to offer. Plenty of young Aussies in action, too. Then the KBO teams roll in. The Hanwha Eagles and the KT Wiz are back again to do their spring training and show off their talented rosters in series against the Aces. Melbourne Ballpark is better than ever with plenty of seating options, extensive food and drink choices, fan giveaways, and of course, Friday fireworks. So head to melbourneaces.com.au to secure your memberships, seats, and merchandise. And now we're off to South Korea. Here's the voice of the Melbourne Aces, Andrew Henderson.
Welcome in, everyone. I'm Andrew Henderson, the voice of the Melbourne Aces for the 2025-2026 season. And the Aces have been making noise in their historic first appearance in the Ulsan KBO Fall League, already clinching the #1 seed in the playoffs final round that starts on Friday. But today, one more regular season challenge versus the mighty Samsung Lions. Let's send it to the field. Beautiful day, sunny skies, 13 degrees Celsius here at Moonsu Baseball Stadium, but feels a lot warmer with the blue skies, direct sun above the diamond, and a nice light breeze. Once again, you are witnessing history, the Aces' first ever appearance in the KBO Fall League, a massive milestone for Australian baseball. The Aces at 8-2, won 8 out of their first 10 games, and looking to win 5 straight today, which would be their longest streak of the fall. They previously won 4 in a row after dropping their opening game. Aaron Whitefield will lead things off against Wonpa Yong. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Whitefield has been having an excellent fall, hitting .385, but that's not the staggering number. It's the .520 on-base percentage. He's getting on base over half of the time, and he's been a pest for the pitchers, along with 6 stolen bases and a team-leading 18 runs scored. The 1-1. It's now 1-2. Whitefield last week versus the Kia Tigers hit for the cycle in a big win for the Aces. And a cycle is something that only happens a handful of times in around 2,000 games at the highest level in the MLB. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Close but no cigar. Count evens. Whitefield also hit a grand slam this Sunday. Looking to lead things off on base, but he cannot do it. Good off speed from Hong. 1 down in the first. Not many times that Whitefield has been retired to start the ball game. Jared Dale at the dish. Dale in his 8th season with the Aces. Started his career with the club in 2016 at just 15 years old. The shortstop hitting .271 with 7 runs batted in this fall. He takes a big hack. Two batters in, Hong already attacking these red-hot Aces hitters. And when I say red-hot, the Aces on Sunday versus UST Korea plated 28 runs, the most ever in a KBO Fall League game. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Wonpo Hong. Almost the same pitch, different location, but same pitch. That breaking ball he gave to Whitefield also gets Dale. With 2 outs, it's Chris Burke. Burke swings through another off speed. He's hitting .227. 7 runs batted in, fresh off his best performance of the fall yesterday, driving in 3 runs in the win over LG. Slashed foul. Burke, 24 years of age. He spent 2 seasons in MLB rookie ball with the Philadelphia Phillies and the Kansas City Royals, but he's down in the hole. Called strike 3. Wonpo Hong strikes out the side. A good start for the Samsung Lions. We head to the home half of the first.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today. Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Ublinds Australia's once-a-year stocktake sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
Australia.
Welcome back. The Aces went 1-2-3 in the top of the first, and now here's Kyle Morrison looking to return the favor for the Samsung Lions lineup. This fall, 3 2/3 innings for the right-hander, 3 earned runs and 4 strikeouts. The defense behind Morrison in the infield from left to right. Chun, Dale, McCullough, Belbin. In the outfield, same way. Burke in left, Gomez in center, Borjarski in right. And behind the plate, it's Luke Napleton. Here is Jahoon Shim, the second baseman, to lead it off. An excuse me swing 0-1. This is Morrison's second season with the Aces. In his first, he appeared 8 times. Quickly 0-2. The Samsung Lions only 2-3 in this KBO Fall League. Out of playoff contention, of course, but still a chance for the young talent to finish on a high note. Chopper. Dale Fields fires. It's an easy out, number 1. Remember, fans, what this is building towards. Get your Aces memberships now when the Aces return home in late November for an action-packed slate all summer long. Tickets are going fast. The right-hander, John So Kang, steps in, swings at the first offering, pop up in the infield. Napleton calls it off. It's a quick 2 outs. The Melbourne native nearing a 1-2-3 bottom half of the first. It's an interesting story. Morrison actually made the jump to play college baseball in America. First pitch to Sangmin Kim, the center fielder, is in there for a strike. Morrison played for Florida Memorial University in NAIA. This one is hit towards left center field. Diving is Dario Gomez. An exclamation point to a 1-2-3 inning. We'll take a look at that when we come back.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Welcome back, and this is how the bottom of the first ended. Left center field, it could be extra bases. Look at Gomez, Superman, full extension. And we didn't stream yesterday's game, of course, but the word was he made a fantastic catch in center field against the wall, crashing into it. So Dario Gomez already on his way to a possible player of the game. We have not opened the voting yet. That will be coming soon. But, oh, baby. So both teams go 1-2-3 in their respective halves of the first inning. This is Borjarski. Swings and fouls it back, and there it is. Vote for player of the game. Scan the QR code, and we hope that our umpire, Mr. Blue, is okay. Yep, got him in the mask. Actually knocked the mask off. Hong once again ahead in the count. Flipped into right field. And caught another nice play, this time by Min Song Cho in right. Ulrich Borjarski has been so tough to get out all fall. But Wang Pyo Hong, 4 up, 4 down. That'll move things to Jared Belbin. Belbin 293 on the fall, 1 home run, but he's really made an impact on defense over at first base. The last game we streamed against the Korea Passion, he made a sliding catch in foul territory down the right field line, bracing and crashing into the wall, one of the top plays we've seen all fall. Skied into left field, and it's going to reach the wall. It's a 1-out double for Jared Belbin, and he does a little shimmy on second. The Aces break through with their first hit of today's game, and now a runner in scoring position. Effortless power from Belbin. Ball was pitched outside, drove it the other way. It didn't even look like that much effort on the swing, just great power. Napleton at the plate. Napleton in only 24 at-bats this fall. He's been splitting time behind the dish with a few other guys, but he's hit 3 home runs. Lots of pop in the bat of the catcher, and now you're in a dangerous spot if you're Hong. Already a runner in scoring position, down in the count. You don't want to leave one in the zone to a guy like Napleton. Off speed is high. It was close. 3-0, and at this point, you really don't want to make a mistake. You're thinking of even walking Napleton with first base open. Morgan McCullough is on deck. Napleton, a former Minnesota Twin, just this year in 2025. Flied high and foul. Napleton played in single A ball and also high A ball a couple months back. 16 total games before he transitioned to independent baseball over in America. And boy, he does not get cheated. That was a healthy hack. Count full. Tapped right side, scooped. Kong will step on the bag himself. That will move Belbin to third base with 2 down. The Aces in all 4 games of their current win streak, except 1, they've scored first. They've applied the pressure. With a runner on third and 2 outs, can McCullough do it? Foul ball, 0-1. McCullough has been having one fine fall in the KBO Fall League. 360, a home run, and 7 runs driven in. Similar pitch, similar result. 0-2 to the Seattle native. Played college baseball at the Division I level for the University of Alabama in 2019. Hit .309 in the best baseball conference in the country. Shot up the middle. That'll score a run. RBI single in the second from Morgan McCullough. He comes through one more time. The Aces have had a knack for timely hitting, and right off the bat, McCullough knew it. 2 down, 1 aboard for Chunwei Louis. There he goes. McCullough swipes second. That stolen base is brought to you by South Moraine Motors. A running jump. It wasn't even like Hong was holding him on. He didn't even see McCullough as a threat. Check swing. Did he go? It's 1-1. But if you're McCullough on first, a guy's not holding you on. It's a no-brainer to get a jumping running lead like that. So a base hit from Chun will most likely score. Chunwei Louis, the third baseman, plays his pro ball in the Chinese Professional Baseball League. He sends one the other way. It's going to get down. Digging for 2. And he's in there. Back to back RBI hits from the Aces. This time it's Chunwei Louis. Big 2-out inning. Let's take another look. Not trying to do too much. Much like the swing and the double we saw from Melbourne, where he went the other way. Chun did the same exact thing. Timely 2-out inning is so important. Here's Gomez, who made that Sports Center top 10 type play out in center in the first. Lifted high, deep right field. Tracking and finding it is Cho, but not before the Aces strike twice on 2 outs. Some big hits from Belbin, McCullough, and Chun. We head to the home half of the second.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Over 100 delicious, nutritionally balanced meals to choose from. Designed by chefs and approved by dietitians. Delivered straight to your door. Visit lightandeasy.com.au. Folks, will have a special guest joining us in the bottom of the fourth inning. Aces general manager Justin Huber, who is actually on the ground in Ulsan for the first few weeks of the KBO Fall League. A lot of insight coming from Mr. Huber himself. Bottom of the fourth inning, make sure you stay tuned. In the meantime, Morrison deals another pop-up, staying in the infield. McCullough has no issue. That retires Kim and will bring up Min Kin Kong. I mentioned earlier, Kyle Morrison played his college ball in America for Florida Memorial University. His ERA was just above 4 in his time there. And in 2023, he was a part of the Black World Series winning team. Won a title. He's also clocked some time with the Australian national team, the Melbourne native. He falls behind Kong 3-0. The Aces already clinching the number 1 seed, as that one is ripped, but caught, smothered by Jared Belbin. And that's just baseball. Sometimes you hit it on the nose, on the screws, but then it shows up as an out in the scorecard. Hard hit ball, great reaction from Belbin. After that line out, it's Min-Sung Cho, the last chance for the Lions in the second. The Aces looking to win their 5th straight game. And you might think, oh, they've already clinched the number 1 seed for the playoffs. What's the point? You want to keep that momentum. Tapper foul. The momentum is such a big thing for a club. And it's been on both sides. It hasn't just been the hitting. We mentioned on Sunday night the Aces broke the all-time KBO Fall League record, 28 runs against UST Korea, but the pitching has been there too. On their 4-game win streak, they've only given up 4 combined runs. That's 1 run a game. It's been the starters, it's been the bullpen, everyone. That one's gotta hurt, just missed the shin guard against the foot. So 1-2 to Min-Sung Cho. Morrison has been efficient through 1 2/3. We'll have to wait one more pitch. Good at bat from Cho. He spoils that one into the seats. Into left field, playable. It'll drop in front of Chris Burke. One out single, the first base runner allowed from Kyle Morrison. So the Aces made the Lions pay with 2 outs. Samsung looking to give it right back as the Lions faithful looks on. It's Sung-Jun Cha, the third baseman. But the Aces started this KBO Fall League on a bit of a sour note, as we'll get the 1-1. 2-1. First game was rained out, canceled. So the real first game was against IPBL, an independent team from Japan. The Aces lost. Now everyone's thinking, oh no, halt the brakes. But then they rattled off 4 straight wins against some very good clubs in that time, like the Kia Tigers. Lost a game, and then now the Aces have won 4 straight again. 8-2 overall, 3-1. Ground ball foul. It's all right. Jared Belbin was there anyways. Anything over on that right side is in the range of Belbin. Back-to-back full counts. Morrison to Cha. And another spoiled pitch. These are some very, very professional at-bats from the Lions hitters. Hit high, center field. There goes Gomez again. He cannot get to this one. Bounces up against the wall. And the Lions get on the board with 2 outs in the second. RBI double from Sang-Jun Cha. And a roar from the Lions fans who made the trip. Great at bat from Cha. Worked the count full, fouled off some tough pitches, and eventually he got a mistake, the mistake he wanted. And good hitters, you know what they do. They capitalize on those mistakes. The Lions are now a base hit away from tying this game. After just 2 batters ago, Morrison was 1 strike away from getting out of the second. Count 1-1 to Dong-Young Cha. Tonight, Cha has the catching duties for the Lions. On the block, strike 2. That one gets away from Morrison. Here comes Cha, he moves to third. That'll be scored as a wild pitch, much to the dismay of the Aces coaching staff. Into left field, coming in is Burke. He's got it in the glove. So both teams crack through early. We've got a good one. 2-1 Aces as we head to the third.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Of the third, and the fans for the Lions made the trip to this game. Whitefield shows bunt. He'll take a strike. The Lions get one back. It's 2-1. Hong still going strong on the mound after allowing 2 last inning. Whitefield swings, grounds 1 to short. Looks routine. It is. 1 down. It's not often you see Whitefield being retired twice to start the game, especially in this KBO Fall League where he's been so hot. It feels like it's only a matter of time in this one before he finds his stroke. First pitch to Jared Dale. He swings, taps one into right field. Caught. So feels like deja vu. Last time the Aces were at the top of the lineup, Hong made it quick work, and there's already 2 down in the third. Well, we hope that you American viewers right now are well rested after last night's World Series Game 3 bonanza between the Dodgers and Blue Jays that went 18 innings long. It finished past 11 p.m. on the West Coast of America, and on the East Coast well into the next day around 2 or 3 a.m. I mean, my oh my. Hopefully we don't see one of those later on in the playoffs. These games, these regular season KBO games, end in ties. They don't go to extra innings. But hey, Friday, Saturday night, the Aces are playing in the semis or the finals. It's close late. Boy, oh boy, I mean, extra baseball for you guys, you fans watching. 1-2 to Chris Burke. He struck out looking his first time up. And he'll strike out again. So, Wanpo Hong shuts down the top of the order. The 2-1 Aces, bottom of the third, coming right up.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
U Blinds Australia's once-a-year stock take sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Yeah, let's do the ad. Bottom of the third. In a 2-1 game. Kyle Morrison still going strong on the bump. First pitch is grounded. Sliding is June, and it's out number 1. Boy, oh boy, was that smooth. Slide, spin like he's done it a million times. Morrison is getting some great help from his defense. First, it was Gomez in center field. Belbin made a nice catch on a screamer last inning. And Chun likes to join the fun. Make sure to check out Sporting Globe's Unlimited Wings deal. Locations in Werribee and Ballarat. And oh man, Matt, why don't I have any wings in front of me right now? You can't do that to me. You can't throw up those delicious wings on screen and just not have a plate for me. 0-1. Chopped. 1-2 to Jae-hoon Shim. He grounded out to short his first time up. Lofted into left, long run for Burke, and he lets it fall. Third hit of the ball game for the Lions. And similar to the single by Min-Sung Cho last inning, it wasn't hit all that hard. If anything, it was a cue shot off the end of the bat. One down for Jun-So Kang. Ball down low, blocked. Runner goes. Got him! Nice throw by Luke Napleton. And he cuts down Shim at second. So clearly, Shim was not going on the pitch. He was going on the secondary lead. Just didn't get a great secondary jump, and it's almost like Napleton baited him with that block. He baited him, kept the ball in front of him, knew where it was. In the moment he saw motion, he lasered him at second. So more help from the defense. We're in the bottom of the third. In the bottom of the fourth, we'll have a special guest on air, 2-2. It's Justin Huber, the general manager of the Aces, and we have a lot to ask him about his time in Ulsan, South Korea just a few weeks ago. Count runs full to Kang. Morrison looks to go 3 strong. High into right field. Borjarski is there. A good one from Kyle Morrison. He gets some help behind the dish from Luke Napleton. It's still 2-1 as we head to the fourth.
Blinds Australia's once-a-year stock take sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
Australia.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Top of the fourth. Good opportunity for Melbourne. Heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Borjarski, Belbin, and Napleton. Borjarski has been a slugger this fall. Leads the team in home runs with 4. As he sends one high and foul. And also 19 runs batted in just 10 games. Yes, you heard that right. 19 runs batted in 10 games. Pretty unbelievable stuff. Video game-like numbers, but he's down 0-2. If you look closely, you see the Detroit Tigers undershirt from Borjarski. Yes, he spent 5 seasons in the Tigers farm system in the MLB. The former Tiger takes ball number 2. He actually got all the way up to Double-A, and he has 25 career minor league home runs. The 2-2. Good pitch. Freezes him. Another strikeout for Hong. Fifth strikeout of the game, and it's been primarily on that good breaking ball. Tight spin. Aces hitters have been unable to recognize it out of the hand. Belbin digs in. He grounded out back in the second. Excuse me. He doubled back in the second and scored the first run. It was actually Napleton who's on deck who grounded out. Yes, Belbin hit that opposite field slam to left, went up against the wall. He went down and away for it and just completely barreled it up. It was impressive power from the left-hander. Fouled away. Belbin spent 2 seasons in the Seattle Mariners organization. 25 years old. He's also played some independent ball in the States. Played college baseball at the highest level as well. Belbin, we know him this fall from all these broadcasts as the lockdown first baseman. He's also played third. Yeah, he's played the other side of the diamond during the games we've not streamed, and it just goes to show his versatility. Count is full. Here it comes. Belbin works a 1-out walk. So the last time the Aces had runners on, it was Belbin that sparked the rally. Looking to do so again. 1 down, Luke Napleton. Napleton, lots of pop. 3 home runs and just 25 at-bats this fall. Hong struggling with control these last 2 hitters. And he does so to the Chicago, Illinois native, as we'll get a mound visit. Just some more info on the Samsung Lions. Samsung is based in Daegu, a major metro city in the southeastern part of South Korea. 2.3 million in population. Famously known for its hot summers, and Daegu's about 90 kilometers from Ulsan. Hour-and-a-half drive or even a 30-minute train ride. 2-0 to Napleton. He takes a healthy hack, as he should, with all his pop. The check back to Belbin on first, not much doing. That one will sneak in to make it 2-2. Napleton played his college ball in the States at the University of Louisville. In the Atlantic Coast Conference, he hit .329 just 2 years ago, about in 2024. battle will continue. 58th pitch coming from Wonpo Hong. One more check on Melbourne. A possible hit and run could be cooking for the Aces, and that's what the Lions staff is worried about. The focus is now back on Napleton. Ball, runner goes. Melbourne is safe by a mile. That stolen base is brought to you by South Meringue Motors, the Aces' second stolen base of the afternoon. Just a great jump once again. Now Napleton with a runner in scoring position. Swung on and missed. The nasty curve once again from Hong. Napleton frustrated, 2 outs. To get out of this inning and to tiptoe around trouble, Hong will have to tightrope against Morgan McCullough, the one who scored Jared Belbin on the RBI single. McCullough also came around to score himself, so it's going to be a tough way out. And a possible RBI single is all set up from that steal a moment ago from Belbin. Big hack and a miss, 1-1. Count moves to 2-1 in favor of the former Los Angeles Angel, Morgan McCullough. 22nd round pick back in 2019, 4 seasons in the minors. Angels, Royals, Mariners. He even got as high as AAA, just a step below the majors. Ball gets away from Cha. Belbin moves up another 90 feet. Aces are being pests on the base pass. And that one looks like a passed ball, not a wild pitch. Something that Dong Young Cha should have kept in front. 3-1. Lifted, left side of the infield and playable. Fighting against the sun is Cha. He makes the catch. So a runner stranded for the Aces. We're headed to bottom of the 4th with a special guest, Aces General Manager Justin Huber. We'll be back in a moment.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Welcome back in, everyone. I'm Andrew Henderson, voice of the Melbourne Aces, and now we have our special guest on air, the general manager of the Aces, Justin Huber. Hello, Justin. How are we doing?
Oh, wonderful to be here, and wonderful to be watching our team play in the KBO Fall League in Ulsan in South Korea. It's just so cool to sit here and watch and be part of it.
So I'm gonna skip over. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let's just say that there are a lot of fans wondering where this spark was to join the Ulsan KBO Fall League, and a lot of curiosity. It's been a fun ride, but what was the overall reasoning, and why did the Aces make this push?
Yeah, it's a really interesting question to answer. We have been developing this amazing relationship both with the KBO itself, the premier competition of South Korea, the professional league, but also we have been developing this great relationship with the teams themselves in the KBO, most notably the Hanwha Eagles and the KT Wiz, who both conduct their spring training in Victoria. So it's been a couple of years in the making. We've been working slowly towards this moment in time. It wasn't just a spur of the moment thing that just popped up and we said, yeah, let's go do this now. It certainly has been something we've been working on for some time. The value in bringing our team to Ulsan most definitely is around our effort and our focus on Korea and Asia specifically. We definitely wanted to put our brand into an international market, and we definitely wanted to cultivate those opportunities to put the Asian international and international teams into our market in Melbourne. And this was the synergy that we found with the Ulsan KBO Fall League. And to date, the guys have had just a wonderful time.
That's great to hear. Once again, joining me is Justin Huber, I'm the voice of the Melbourne Aces, the GM, yes, general manager of the Melbourne Aces, as Morrison hits Dawon Kim. So there's a runner on first with one down. But we talked a lot about the Aces and the branding. Everything is great with the KBO Fall League. But how about the players, that experience, being able to travel and see a new style of baseball, a new place to be, stadiums, different sort of fans. How has that been? Because you were up there on the ground. What were you seeing and the guys seeing, and what exactly was the best part away from the actual baseball?
Oh, look, it exceeded all expectations on all fronts. From the moment we hit the ground, the organisation, the high attention to detail on every aspect. We've been treated with a red carpet. They've been treating our players like the superstars they are, which is fantastic. And this is a big buy-in for our guys too. Like the carrot at the end of this stick is significant. A lot of people wouldn't know that the KBO itself has expanded their foreign player rule. Traditionally up until 2026, only 3 foreigners were allowed on each KBO roster. In 2026, they're going to expand that to 4, but the 4th player can only come from Taiwan, Japan, or Australia. So the KBO have actually included our country into their expansion of foreign players. So these guys aren't just going there for a hit and a giggle and to play in a league. These guys are actually there fighting for a job in the KBO, and anything about their league, it's the number 3 in the whole world, behind MLB number 1, MPB in Japan number 2, the KBO is 3rd, and the experience there, the profile, the fan, these are sellout crowds. Hanwha Eagles, who do the Melbourne, they have over 60 games out of the season that were sold out. They had over 1.3 million fans attend their games this season in a brand new stadium that's just under 20,000 people. So look, it's an opportunity that our guys have risked because it is exciting. It's a chance for them to bolt on an extension of their career in some cases, or a new beginning. And we're just embracing it in every way that we can.
How about the way the Aces have been playing? Has that exceeded your internal expectations against this level of competition? I mean, these are some of the brightest young stars in Asia, and as we're seeing the Aces clinching the number 1 seed, Can you tell me what that means to you?
Yeah, look, I think in terms of my expectations, I think the key point to understand with the players that we're playing against is that they're fully professional. These guys do nothing other than play baseball every day. Okay. And when you look at our team and the composition of our team, we have a mixture of full-time athletes and part-time athletes. And I think that's the most exceptional part of our performance is that we're a collection of guys from all over the place that have motivated in different ways. And we've far outshot our roster for sure.
Well, you have me ready to run through a brick wall, and I'm sure, Justin, you have a lot of other Aces fans, everyone tuned in, ready to do the same. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the voice of Justin Huber, the general manager of the Aces. We're about to send it to break. We'll be back in the top of the fifth with the Aces still leading 2-1.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today. Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Welcome back, everyone. New arm on the mound for the Samsung Lions with the Aces leading 2-1. Once again, I'm joined by the general manager of the Aces, Justin Huber. So, Justin, last inning we talked a lot about what this means for the Aces being in the KBO and the branding and for the fans and for the players. But what about what the fans have to expect when the Aces come home for a fun home slate starting in late November this summer? What do we have to look forward to?
Yeah, I think the fans that have come out to Melbourne Ballpark over the last 5 years especially have really understood exactly what we're trying to achieve in terms of an event, of an experience, of a not just a baseball experience, but a sports entertainment package. All the little things that we do, from our traditional Friday night fireworks and our game day presentation, to just getting a chance to see your hero and get an autograph, after the game. I think that brand and that experience, our fans have come to respect, understand, and depend on at Melbourne Ballpark. And what you can continue to expect this year as we roll out our very bold and brave new format, playing mostly international teams at Melbourne Ballpark, will be just that. It'll be a high caliber fan entertainment experience, which will have all the hallmarks of what you've grown to know and love and expect from the Melbourne Aces. And I'm very proud of that. The teams that we've got coming in have their own stories to tell, and we'll be right there telling all of those, as we compete and try to win these cups and shields that we've announced. We will create our own identity around these and bring these teams in for these big moments and these big series year on year. So, a lot of people think we've taken a left turn into space. We look at as a step forward and an expansion of what we're doing, and a greater value add to our fans who have shown us how much they love and appreciate our team.
One great thing that I love about the Aces is the fact that you're bringing in a lot of fresh talent, new guys like Dario Gomez, who's at the plate right now, but also the cornerstone players of the franchise like Darryl George. How much does a guy like Darryl George coming back and being with the team this summer going to mean for the fans and the rest of the young players?
Oh, look, he's the longest standing Melbourne Ace. He's been, I mean, I played with Darryl George for the Melbourne Aces. It's hard for me to think back that far now, but, you know, he's really been there through thick and thin and through all the iterations of our organisation. So, you know, for him to be coming back this year, unfortunately, he got injured right before we went away. Otherwise, you would be watching him on screen right now. He's going to be there in Melbourne, and you know, he believes in what we're doing too. So it's a profound impact that guys like him are making on our team and on our new step forward.
Yeah. So where do we touched a little bit on this earlier, but where do you exactly see this partnership with the KBO going?
Yeah, it's a great question. Look, we just see a mutual benefit in terms of what the KBO is trying to do with this league. Like, they are trying to get their future stars exposed to a higher level of talent than just in their, you know, week in and week out futures league. So we're providing them with this competition, this, you know, this Western style of playing baseball. So we're challenging them on the field. In return, they're looking at our players. They're looking at who can we sign and put into the KBO and you know, have that fourth foreigner spot, as I said, you know, earlier. Who out of the Aces team can be that player? So we are, you know, we're focused on growing those two missions, and who knows where this will take us in terms of this KBO Fall League concept. It could really be whatever we mutually make it.
Amazing stuff. And we're going to keep it here. We're not going to go to a break as we just wrap some highlights. But let's talk more about you, Justin, because we've gone all over the Aces and KBO. Hopefully we've cleared up a lot of things. A lot of things make sense now to some fans. But we were all watching the World Series Game 3 last night that went to 18 innings, and it made me think. It made me think about you. You played in the MLB yourself in organizations like the Mets, the Padres. Have you ever been a part of a marathon game like that? And what was the experience like, and what do you think the players last night were even going through?
Yeah, look, I just can't imagine being in a World Series game and playing for 18 innings. The longest I ever played, I played a 23 inning game in the major leagues. I was playing for San Diego at the time. We were playing against the Rockies. It was an epic. I played the first 10 innings and then got pinch hit for and then proceeded to have to watch, you know, more than an entire, you know, game in extra innings go by. We did lose the game, unfortunately, which was a really difficult pill to swallow after all that. But talk about the opportunity to create camaraderie and to bond with your teammates. Nothing puts you through, a situation. Nothing builds your culture more than putting you team through a situation like that. So I would expect that, the Dodgers are going to be flying high after that. And for the Blue Jays, rebounding from that will be hard, but it'll be defining, and it'll be fascinating to watch how the rest of this series rolls out as a result of that moment. Because I can tell you, going into backing up and playing the next day in Arizona like we did in that series I'm talking about, it was really challenging. It was really hard. We had superstars like Greg Maddux and Adrian Gonzalez and Jim Edmonds and guys like this who hadn't been through that kind of marathon either. And so, yeah, it's new for everybody, and it'll be fascinating to watch how the Dodgers and Blue Jays rebound from such an event.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, bottom of the fifth, the Aces lead 2-1. We are listening to Justin Huber give us some insight, the general manager of the Aces. So lucky for us fans and lucky for me as well as the broadcaster, I don't have to go into the logistics of this trip, but you saw it front and center. What's something fans might not realize that goes into organizing a huge trip and a huge moment like this up to Ulsan, South Korea, from the logistics to everything in between, getting there, food, hotel? Let's just get some behind-the-scenes insight on what you were seeing.
Yeah, look, traditionally we've been a domestic team. We haven't, and we're pretty good at that. We're used to, getting on planes and going into state and playing, in all the away markets in the ABL. So this was something brand new. We didn't really know what to expect. This is only the second year that the KBO Fall League has operated. So there was a fair element of unknown for the KBO as well. The types of things that we had to consider, and they weren't just language barriers, but also interpretations of things that we would take for granted or think would be done in a certain way, didn't quite play out that way. We have players coming in from all over the world. We've got Australians on the team, Canadians, Australians based in the US, Japanese players. We've got a Korean player. We've got Taiwanese players. So these folks were coming in from all over the place. It happened to be one of the biggest public holidays for Korea in the week that we arrived. So actually flying in was a disaster. We had players going into all these different places, and it was super, super tight. But all those things considered, as I said before, the embracing nature of the Korean culture and the effort that the KBO went to make sure it was all smooth was profound. We have learned a lot of things. We probably do a couple of things differently next year if we get invited back. But that's what it's all about. It's as much about a cultural exchange and an understanding of how things are done elsewhere as it is about putting a team on the field and trying to win a championship.
You mentioned it. The Aces have players from all over, Australia, Korea, the States, Taiwan. How do you get all these guys to gel and play as one group so quickly? And how does John Diebel, how is he able to pull that off?
I think you mentioned the reason by name. I mean, John Diebel, he's the master. He's been doing it a very long time. He's supported unbelievably well by his coaching staff. Together they have a system, a process, a unit that makes that all possible. John's been, he was a pioneer in the scouting world in a lot of ways, coming to, Taiwan, Japan, Korea. So he knows this place back to front. He's got colleagues and folks he's worked with and known for 30 years. He was telling a story about the 1988 Seoul Olympics that he played in here. He's been coming here for that long. So, it was having a guy like that just puts you many, many steps ahead of where you could have been if you had a young manager who was not ready for such a different environment and cultural shift.
What would you say to any young Aussie baseball players watching this right now?
My recommendation would just be, keep an open mind and look at these opportunities realistically now. I think our system has been very aligned to the US. I think a lot of our players look towards college and the minor leagues as the pathway. And I think what we're seeing is there's other opportunities and other pathways that are starting to emerge. We're embracing the Korean one at the moment. And there seems to be more and more opportunity by the week in not just here, but in Taiwan and Japan also. So I think we have to, if I had my chance all over again as a player, I would be strongly looking at this pathway. I mean, the KBO it's a juggernaut. It's bigger than the AFL here in Australia. The salary cap is close to 15 million US. These stars are stars in anybody's measure. They're playing in front of packed houses, nationally televised, and their national team is hyper competitive. They've won the Premier 12 previously. They're one of the big five, and so the baseball is not to be poo-pooed, and they've come a long way. This league 20 years ago was not the league that it is now, and it continues to grow and develop. And their effort to globalise the KBO is something that we ought to be looking at very seriously, and we are.
Huge double play served up by Taika Ashitani, 2 down, runner on third base. I'm joined by Justin Huber, the general manager of the Aces, and this has been an awesome time so far. I've got another question relating to you and also the Aces. How has your own background in baseball, playing at the highest of levels, shaped the way that you manage this team and move it from the ground up? Because it's not often you see the guy with the collared shirt or the suit, the general manager of the team, actually have that experience in the game as well.
Oh, look, I think it gives me a few advantages. Clearly I understand and know the mindset of our players and the locker room dynamics. But I think a lifetime in baseball like I've had, I can put my hand up and say my only jobs have been baseball jobs, whether as a player or as administrator. I think you get to understand the product intimately well. I think that gives me some insights that others wouldn't have. And I think my playing background across the continents has allowed an openness to explore some of these opportunities that probably otherwise would have been closed doors for our organisation. So I am proud of that.
Justin Huber, Aces general manager, thank you so much for the time. Hopefully we cleared up a lot with the fans. And once again, I said it earlier, you have us Aces fans ready to run through a brick wall. 2-1 game. We're headed to the 6th inning. Thank you so much, Justin, for joining.
No, I enjoyed every minute and looking forward to a very, very competitive playoff run over the remainder of the week. So go Aces.
And just like that, we will send it to break.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today. Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
Master Dry Cleaners is a family-run business operated by the Hudson family for over 70 years. They provide a full range of services through their 7 stores, a free pickup and delivery service for all of your dry cleaning and laundry needs. Master Dry Cleaners can also help with repairs and alterations, wedding gown cleaning, and cleaning of dunas and blankets. Find your closest Master Dry Cleaners store at www.masterdrycleaners.com.au. So a new pitcher in consecutive innings for the Lions as both staffs have really settled in, and it is a pitcher's duel, top of the 6th inning. 2-1 Aces. It's Johan Kim, the right-hander. He delivers to Jared Dale. Dale's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. It's 0-1. He chases the high cheese, 0-2. Good riding fastball from Kim. So in the last inning, where we had Justin Huber on, general manager of the Aces had a runner aboard but grounded into a double play, and it's through for a base hit. Jared Dale reaches for the first time today off the glove of Lee at shortstop. It's a leadoff runner aboard for Melbourne, only the second in this entire game. Chris Burke, he's 0 for 2. Struck out looking, struck out swinging, both against the starter of this game, Wanpo Hong. And sometimes if you're a hitter, you're not seeing the ball well against one guy, you are delighted to see a fresh pitcher on the slab. Burke hitting .227 this fall. Yesterday was his best game of the regular season. 3 runs batted in and a win over the LG Twins, the mighty LG Twins. Lifted high. Gonna stay in the infield. Called off and caught by Lee. 1 down. The Aces are 8-2. They've clinched the #1 seed in the KBO Fall League playoffs in their historic first appearance in the league. First time an Australian team is playing outside the country in a stage like this, as Will Hardy checks into the game for Jared Dale. Mark that on your scorecard. Borjarski bats. He's 0 for 2. Fly out to center field. And a strikeout looking. But one swing from this guy could change the entire outlook of the game. He's got that kind of power. You mentioned it earlier on in the broadcast. 4 home runs, he leads the team. A check on the speedy Hardy. The Aces have already stolen 2 bags today. They're 2 for 2. Swung on and missed. Back-to-back Ks for the right fielder. 2 outs in the 6th. We've seen a frenzy of good breaking balls from this Samsung Lions staff. Last chance in the 6th for the Aces with a 1-run lead. It's Jared Belbin. Belbin has been on fire today. He doubled and scored. He's also walked and stolen a base. He's been one of the few sparks in this lineup. The style of play has changed for the Aces and actually evolved over this KBO Fall League. The first few games, the Aces were winning by scores of 15-5, 11-10. They were all shootout barn burners. Here's the 1-1. But there was a point where the pitching staff just clicked. And now we're seeing a lot more of these close, pretentious games, much like the one last night against the LG Twins, where the Aces led 2-1 and 3-1 before breaking out and winning the game 7-1. But there's been some very well-pitched games that the Aces have been involved with recently. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that the offense scored 28 runs, a league record on Sunday night. The offense is still there. The offense can still score. It's just showing that the Aces are a versatile team. They can beat you in any way. They can grind it out in a pitcher's duel, as Belbin will walk to make it 2 on with 2 out, or they could beat you in a high-scoring affair. So the Aces came through with 2 outs all the way back in the second inning to plate 2 runs. A little rally themselves. Looking to do it again. Yuhan Kim will have to pitch out of trouble facing Luke Napleton. Napleton takes 1-0. The Aces 8-2 record. Looking to still seize that momentum going into the playoff series. Semifinal on Friday. We do not know what time yet. That depends on a few other factors, a few more games. It could be 2 p.m. Australian time or 8 p.m. Australian time. If the Aces win that, they would move on to the finals on Saturday, prime time at 5. So the Lions went new arms in consecutive innings in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. They might do so again after Kim loses Napleton. 4-pitch walk to load the bases. There's nowhere to put him. Napleton reaches for the first time today. And this is the perfect guy to have at the plate, Morgan McCullough. He singled with 2 outs to score Jared Belbin in the second. He came around to score himself. So he's been feeling himself lately. Another big 2-out spot, ground ball, and it looks routine. That'll do it for the Aces. They strand the bases loaded. We're still in a tight one. Home half of the 6th on the way.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different than other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a Sporting Globe.
Blinds Australia's once-a-year stock take sale is on now. For 2 weeks only, all products are half price. Shutters, security, curtains, zip screens and all other products. Don't miss out.
All-Star Access Hire are your access equipment specialists. We have an extensive range of state-of-the-art equipment and we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding customer service. We have the youngest fleet of equipment in Victoria and we are consistently adding new machines. We get to know our customers and form partnerships with them. This video is of our partnership with the Victorian Government at Reservoir Station. All-Star Access Hire are proud sponsors of the Melbourne Aces and our All-Star Bar.
Bottom of the 6th. 2-1 game. The pitching staffs have really settled in. Kyle Morrison for the Aces went 4 strong, only allowing 1, as that one has a charge in it, and a bad route from Gomez goes all the way to the wall. It could be 3. Let's see. Relay to third. Not in time. A leadoff triple for Jae-hoon Shim. He put a charge into it, into center field. And a misjudgment by Gomez. Instead of taking the banana route, getting behind it for a possible double, he allows it to get all the way to the wall. And now the Lions are knocking on the door of tying this game. Chopper, second base, fielded, fired, 1 down. Big out number 1 of the inning. That'll bring up Da-won Kim, the designated hitter. He's reached on a hit by pitch. Lefty versus lefty. Ripped. That'll tie the ball game. RBI single from Da-won Kim. 2-2. Infield playing in, doesn't matter. It was hit so hard. An absolute rocket off the bat of the DH. It brings up Kong. Kong's lined out to first base. A nice catch by Belbin. He's also struck out swinging. Three 3-0 so far in this fall league. Taika Ashitani has struggled with control. Coming into the game, he had 7 walks and 3 innings of work. He's added a couple more free passes already. There's another. That's his 3rd walk of the ball game. It'll put 2 runners on. Min-Sung Cho takes a good pitch for strike 1. He singled and scored. The Lions not playing for any playoff dreams or hopes. They're eliminated, but an opportunity to go out there. One last chance for their young guys to get them some quality experience in this KBO Fall League and end on a high note. They're playing real hard. All knotted up at 2s. Soft ground ball to short. It could be 2. Double play. Taika Ashitani gets out of the inning, but not before the Lions tie the game. 2-2, pitchers duel, top 7 coming right up.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today. Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
is offering an awesome deal, unlimited wings. Check out their locations in Werribee and Ballarat. And man, look at that. How good do those wings look? I don't know if you guys are a barbecue wing type of person or maybe I'm a hot all day. Hot all day when it comes to wings. And they've got all the flavors. They got you covered at Sporting Globe, unlimited wings. First pitch is in there for a strike. It's a new arm. It's Baeksan Kim. He'll face the third baseman who's reached base both times today. It's Chunwei Louis. He doubled, scoring Morgan McCullough on an RBI, and he's also walked. Driven the other way, but into the glove of Chu in right field. One out for Dario Gomez. He made that spectacular Superman catch on defense in center field in the bottom of the first. The Las Vegas, Nevada native is 0 for 2. He's flown out to right field twice. To right center. Down for a hit. Gomez will hold up at first base. A one-out single. And we'll throw up the player of the game voting on screen here shortly. I would think Gomez would have to be in the mix. It's a pinch hitter in the spot of Aaron Whitefield. Taeyoung-chan typically catches. He actually caught yesterday's game. Now sliding in the DH spot. And as he should, he is one hot hitter at the dish. In 22 at-bats, he's hitting .318. It's a pitch out. Runner goes. And he's safe. Wow. Dario Gomez on a pitch out still finds a way to steal second base. It's been that kind of day for the Aces. That steal was brought to you by South Morang Motors. It has just been tough for Cha. Dong Young Cha behind the plate. Aces are 3 for 3 on steals. It's in the dirt. Gomez will hold. The go-ahead run in the 7th in scoring position. Gomez going 3. Throw gets away. Into left. Gomez gives the Aces the lead. Making a difference on the bases. It's how the Aces have been winning games all fall long. They've been swiping bags, taking that extra 90 feet, capitalizing on mistakes. Just great baseball, manufacturing runs. You're not always going to put up 28. You're not always going to hit 2 grand slams in one game. Yes, that actually happened on Sunday night. So in those games where you're not necessarily feeling it, you still have to find ways to score and win, and that's what winning ball clubs do. It's beautiful. Takes a walk. 1 out, runner at first for Will Hardy. Hardy checked into the game last inning as a pinch runner. He lofts one into shallow right field, but going back and making a nice catch is Shim. So the Aces in the 7th get that elusive go-ahead run. And now you never feel comfortable in this close of a game, but the way the pitching staff has been going, more specifically the bullpen, that this weekend went 9 scoreless innings in a row over 2 separate days, you have to feel at least somewhat confident. 2 outs, Chris Burke in the dirt. Will hold at first. Two and one. Chris Burke, the local kid, the Melbourne native, homegrown. His best season was last year with the Aces, 283. Lots of positive momentum. He takes a hack and misses. And it will be a no contest. Catcher's indifference, not a stolen base, as takes second. So a base hit could give the Aces a 2-run lead, 2-2. Into the green bleachers. Chris Burke looked uncomfortable in his 2 at-bats early on against the starter Hong. Looked a lot more comfortable his last time up in the 6th. In the dirt, good block from Cha. He asked for an appeal, but it's full count. Big pitch coming from Kim. You want to keep this at a 1-run deficit. If you're the Aces, you need to keep your foot on the gas pedal. Hit to right, down the line, and it's extra bases. Scoring is an RBI double from Chris Burke. The Aces have been doing damage on 2 outs. That's a hard pitch to get to. Up and in, something hard. Chris Burke just beat him to the spot. Kim thought he could sneak that in there, get him on a tardy swing, but Burke said, no, I'm going to pull my hands in, get a little barrel on this baby. Aces by 2. Here's Borjarski. He takes an off speed for strike 1. 442 average for the big right fielder, second on the team. He hits one hard to short. This could end it. Good scoop on the other side, but not before the Aces get 2 on some fantastic base running from Dario Gomez and a big 2-out RBI double from Chris Burke. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Top of the 7th. A lead for the new pitcher. The tall right-hander, Cameron Gibbons. It's almost like he jumps out of the frame and he's in your living room. New uniform and apparel sponsors for the 25-26 season. All Belgravia with select New Balance merch available at the Aces merch stand. Cameron Gibbons, 6th season with the Aces, started back in 2019. And boy, does he have a story to tell that I'll get to in a moment as he's down 2-0. Make that 3-0. He's facing 7, 8, 9 in the order. Sang Jun Cha, Dong Yang Cha, and Hai Sung Lee. A 4-pitch free pass, not the way that Gibbons wanted to start his day. So now let's get to the story. Cameron Gibbons had a busy 2021. He got signed to the LA Dodgers. From there, he played at 3 separate minor league levels in 1 season. He played in Low A, Rancho Cucamonga, High A, Great Lakes, Double A, Tulsa. First pitch is in there for a strike. They counted 10,893 miles of trips for Cameron Gibbons, not even counting any played baseball. The flight from Australia, then going from Great Lakes to Tulsa, all those trips, it was unbelievable. In total, he appeared in 35 games at all those levels, climbing the Dodgers farm system in 2021. One and two. Now in 2023, Gibbons returned to the Aces, and he's been a staple in the bullpen ever since. In 23-24, pitched in 20 innings with a very formidable 3.6 ERA. Up high, runner goes. Got him! What a throw! It's Chen-Shun Lee checking into the game for Luke Napleton, and he puts it on the money. Second runner caught stealing today for the Lions. That 2-2 pitch was close. Nearly going from no outs to 2 outs in a hurry. So Chen-Shun Lin making a difference, making his impact noted almost immediately. Full count pitch coming to Dong-Young Cha. Close, but back-to-back walks. And Lin didn't agree. One down, one aboard for the 9-hole hitter, Hae-Sung Lee. Gibbons, in 4 innings of work this fall, has yet to allow an earned run. He struck out 6. That one misses everything. Easily moving to second is Cha. As they like to say, just a bit outside. He nearly paints the corner. Boy, that one was close. 1-0. Right back at him. Gibbons has had trouble with his control. Once again, 6 strikeouts, but also 6 walks. Hit up the middle, sliding. First, got him. Morgan McCullough looking like 2012 Brandon Phillips. Or even Robinson Cano back in the day, if you're a Yankees guy. Ooh, look at that. Spectacular defense all around tonight from the Aces. Gomez in center field. Belbin at first, McCullough at second. We even saw Chun at third base make a sliding play. You gotta love it if you're Cameron Gibbons. Top of the order. Ja-Hoon Shim. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Into center field. Gomez, he's got it. Another tough play. A defensive clinic is being put on by the Aces. We're going to the 8th.
At the Sporting Globe, we're a little different to other pubs and bars. We have more than just cooks, we have chefs. We have more than bar service, we have table service. We have more than specials, we have specialties. We have more than live sporting events, we have atmosphere. And we have more than customers, we have fans. It's more than a sports bar, it's a sporting globe.
Business Network International is flourishing across Melbourne's West and Geelong. Local businesses, including the Aces, join BNI for professional development, networking opportunities, and to increase business prospects. Find your local BNI chapter to tap a wealth of resources and join a winning team. Oh boy, have the Aces been a winning team for a long time now, looking for their 5th straight win. 8-2 record, number 1 seed in the KBO Fall League playoffs that starts on Friday. Once again, we do not know the opponent. We do not know the time of game. It could be 2 p.m. our time or 8 p.m. We'll keep you guys all in the loop. Leading off in the 8th is Jared Belbin. Belbin's had a day. He's not been retired. A double and 2 walks. The new pitcher is Jongwan Shin, taking over for Baksan Kim last inning. Hit hard, into right, dropping, base hit. Belbin has reached all 4 times at the dish. And I think he'll be a top contender for player of the game. He has to be. This is the 5th pitcher of the game for the Lions. It's Chen Shun Lin. He took over for Luke Napleton and lasered a runner out trying to steal in the bottom half of last inning. Now let's see what he can do at the plate. Tapper, ground ball to second for 1, on the way to first. Not in time, Lynn hustles. But the Lions do get the lead runner for 1 out. After the fielder's choice, it's Morgan McCullough. In there for a called strike. McCullough is still one of the great stories of the Aces. In 2024, last summer, he got released from the Seattle Mariners farm system. He thought his baseball career was over. He hung it up. He hadn't swung a bat in 5 months. It was December of 2024 at that time, and the Aces gave him a ring. Ball 1. They said, hey, we need some depth. We need an infielder. Why don't you come down under? And McCullough said, why not? Why not? He goes on to have a .352 season at the plate. He's continuing his success here in Ulsan, hitting .360 this fall and making sliding grabs, sliding plays as well at second base like we saw last inning. 2-2, but before that, a pickoff attempt. The Aces are 3 for 3 on stolen bases in this game. Close pitch and a delayed call. McCullough goes down looking on a pitch that just grazed the corner. It was a good one. Two outs, runner aboard for Chunwei Louis. He attacks the first pitch, guides it into right for a base hit. Station to station, runners at first and second, 2 down. Louis having a day himself. A double, a walk, and now a single. Good approach going the other way. Here's Gomez. He singled and scored last inning. And the Aces are now looking ultra aggressive at the plate. Early on in the game, it was take a few pitches, work deep into counts. Now, if they're getting a fastball, if they're getting a good pitch they can handle, going straight after it, just like we saw with Chunwei Louis. Gomez stays aggressive. He played in the Pioneer League last season. In America, Independent League, he was the first ever 30-30 player, meaning 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases in league history. He has that kind of talent. Good take. It was close. But we saw it on display with the stolen base last inning. Also taking third and home on a ball in the dirt and an error throw. We've seen his defense come to play. Does he have a big hit in him? Swung on and missed. Good off speed from Shin. So the Aces strand 2. They're 6 outs away from the win in a row. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th.
When enjoying a punt, easy does it with Punt 123. Punt123.bet is your home for all your punting needs with same race multis and same game multi options, including daily promotions on all the major sporting and racing events. It's punting made easy. Get in the game with Punt 123. Visit punt123.bet or download the app today. Gamble responsibly. If gambling becomes an issue for you, call 1-800-858-858.
All around. A perfect day for baseball in Ulsan. 14 degrees Celsius. For the Americans watching back home, mid-50s, no breeze. Oh, no! Gibbons gets Kang on the helmet, and he looks just fine. Thankfully, that was scary. Very scary. Gibbons continues to struggle with control. His first inning of work in the 7th, he walked 2 batters. He surrendered 9 free passes in just 5 innings of work this fall. And that'll do it. So Gibbons goes just over an inning, doesn't allow a run, but with the control issues, John Diebel doesn't want to take any chances. We'll have a new arm when we come back.
One Love is there for the moments with the people you love the most. To share the highs and the lows together. It's the one for all people, all times, and all places. Brick Lane's One Love Pale Ale. It's the one for all.
Light and Easy's award-winning healthy meal delivery service features over 235 delicious breakfasts, lunches and dinners for everyone to enjoy. From those who want to lose weight to those who want to gain more free time. From those who want to be a little healthier to those a little older who want to age well. There's no shopping or cooking and there's no contracts or subscriptions. Just your choice of affordable, ready-to-eat meals delivered to your door when you need them. Visit lightandeasy.com.au today.
Back, everyone. Bottom of the 8th. The Aces are 6 outs away from their 5th win in a row, which would be their 9th of this historic first KBO Fall League season. And they've put on a good one to do it, to close this game out. It's Rintaro Harama. He's pitched only 6 innings this fall, but has racked up 9 strikeouts. He has truly elite stuff, an over-the-top fastball followed by a sort of 12-6 breaking curve, and that's the 2 pitches he sticks with. Ultra effective. He's not afraid to attack the zone. We've seen it here on our broadcast as we've gone along. It was a tough day for Gibbons. Now, you look at the score sheet and see, well, he didn't give up an earned run. Yeah, he had some control issues. He allowed 3 free passes, 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And the coaching staff just didn't want to take any more chances. So There's a runner on first base. No one out. Bottom 8. The Aces lead 4-2. It's Harama versus Kim. Kim shows bunt. He can't get it down. Back pick to first. Almost got him. So it was Napleton to start the game behind the plate. Lynn has taken over, and Lynn's done a fantastic job controlling the game. He's already thrown one runner out, and he almost catches a man sleeping. Kong dancing off first base with a big lead. In the dirt, snared by Lin. Sangmin Kim at the plate. He's 0 for 3. He got robbed by Dario Gomez in center field of a hit. He also got robbed by a nice play from McCullough at second. So he's been seeing the ball well, and he leads the count 2-1. Swung on and fouled, 2-2. Harama on the bump, a native of Tokyo, Japan, 31 years of age. Misses big. It would be a huge walk. If Harama misses again, that would move a runner into scoring position with no one out. And also, he would have to face the cleanup hitter Kim on deck. High fly ball. Borjarski camps under it, plays it well, 1 down. Now it will be Harama versus Kim, the cleanup hitter, with 1 down. A little more breathing room if you're the right-hander. Rentaro Harama plays Japanese independent ball. He's also spent time in the Mexican League in 2022, the Japan Winter League in 2024, and the Venezuelan Winter League in 2025. Harama has pitched in 43 games of professional baseball with an ERA a hair over 4. He has impressed in his time so far in an Aces uniform. 1-2, and expect a big breaker. That curveball, we haven't seen it yet from Harama. He has it in his back pocket. It was a pitch that worked in his last outing on Aces TV. Count 2-2. The Aces flying high. Offensively, defensively, they've been winning in all facets of the game. Leading by 2, looking to close out the regular season in style. Got him. At this point, when you have Harama on the mound, just expect ugly swings from the opposing team. And that pitch looked like a splitter from our angle here. Just gross. Remember, folks, vote now for the Aces player of the game. I have a few guys in mind. Scan the QR code. Belbin has to be in the running. And I believe Gomez has to be in the running as well. And even if you're a pitcher's guy, Kyle Morrison went 4 innings, 3 hits, and 1 earned run baseball. That was only the Aces' second strikeout of the game. Crazy. We're in the 8th inning. They've been using the defense behind them, the pitchers have. It is Gomez, and I can see why. That catch in the first inning just, I mean, how do you not vote for him at that point? He could have gone 0 for 12 after that catch, and he would still be a contender. But Gomez has also singled and scored and picked up a stolen base. Here it is, bottom of the first, back when things were just a little brighter outside. That is clearly a double into the gap, and somehow full extension. Dario Gomez looking like Superman. That was also our play of the game, presented by the Aces Sporting Club. The Aces Sporting Club is a premium golf practice facility based in Keysboro. They host birthdays, engagements, key milestones, and more. For more info, visit acesportingclub.com.au. Kang still dancing off of first. Lynn keeping an eye on him. 2-2, 2 down in the 8th. Here it comes. Lifted into center field high. Lifted deep. Gomez tracks and makes the catch. Another great inning of work from Rintaro Harama. Just get used to it, folks. The Aces 3 outs away from a big 5th win in a row.
OmniGraphics, your leaders in super wide format printing across Australia. With 2 full-scale production facilities in Queensland and Victoria, our centres are equipped to handle the most ambitious printing projects, backed by a dedicated team of over 70 full-time staff. We specialise in a wide range of print formats, from billboards and banners to retail and events. We deliver impactful solutions that stand out in any environment. Our commitment to excellence includes continuous investment in cutting-edge technology, ensuring precision, speed, and reliability. This allows us to tackle even the most complex printing requirements with ease. Dream, design, deliver. Partner with OmniGraphics for your next printing project.
Welcome back in, everyone. Top of the 9th. And remember, Sporting Globe is offering a great deal on unlimited wings, locations in Werribee and Ballarat. And I will say, I will flaunt, if anyone wants to face me in a wing eating contest, they would go down. Now, I am a pretty skinny guy. I'm not the heftiest guy, but I can put down some unlimited wings from Sporting Globe, especially the hot ones. I told you guys earlier, I'm not a barbecue guy when it comes to wings. I'm a hot wing kind of guy. And speaking of hot, this guy at the plate's been pretty hot himself. Young Chan He's hitting over 300. He's subbed into the game as the leadoff hitter for Aaron Whitefield at the DH spot. Walked and scored in the 7th. He'll take strike 2. The new pitcher for the Lions, Juhok Park. And he has a tall task. He's facing 1, 2, and 3 in the Aces order. Will Hardy, the young infielder, is on deck. Swung on and missed. Good one. One down. So if you're not caught up, you're not in the loop of the Aces in this historic KBO Fall League first season. They lost the first game of the fall. It was a tough one to a Japanese independent club. Then they rattled off 4 straight wins, 4-1. Then they dropped a game. Oh no, they're 4-2. What's going to happen? Well, just another cool 4-game win streak where the Aces sit at 8-2, as that's a nice play down the line by Shim. A long way to go from second base, but now the Aces sit comfortably in the number 1 seed for the playoffs that start on Friday, 8-2. This win would put them at 9, and it would be 5 in a row. So after Hardy goes down, it's Chris Burke, the last chance for the Aces in the 9th. Once again, we do not know who the Aces play on Friday or what time they play. It could be at 2 p.m. our time or 8 p.m. And oh boy, that would be a late one. 8 p.m. on Halloween. We're going to have trick-or-treaters all at the door, but man, never a better time for some playoff baseball. Chris Burke doubled his last time up. He was able to score Hyung-Chan And now, wow, we have a swing in the voting. Gomez was leading at 47%. Now everyone's saying, hey, I'm on the Belbin train. Belbin train with a full head of steam. Flied and fouled, and we're going to mention it once again. If you missed out, if you weren't keeping up with the social media, check the Aces out on Facebook and Instagram. On Sunday night, the Aces scored 28 runs. That's an American football score. That's like watching the Green Bay Packers or watching a team in the NFL. 28 runs on 23 hits. 2 grand slams, 5 total team home runs. As that's a nice catch off the wall by a fan. Wow. The Aces might be looking to sign him as the team comes back to Australia after this tournament. Anyways, we already got scouts on him. He's a contract PDF has been sent his way via email. 2-2. Ground ball foul, but back to the thought of Sunday night. 5 home runs for the Aces. 2 of them were grand slams from Aaron Whitefield and Luke Napleton. 23 total hits, 10 walks. So the patience at the plate. Every starter reached base, and also every player that checked into the game, which was 12 in total, reached 2. So it was just absurd. But don't let that outshadow the Aces pitching. On this 4-game win streak, only 4 runs allowed, and we were trying to get a look at that fan catch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We might get another look in a moment. We're working on it. Matt is doing some amazing stuff back there all day long. Slide foul. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Off the wall, waiting, great form. Oh, he takes it underhand. So did you see him? He had the knees bent. He was in athletic position. He didn't shy away from the ball. That was amazing. And he might get another, but that one's going to be in the field of play. Here comes the third baseman, Shaw. Long run, and he makes the catch. So the Aces go 1-2-3 in the 9th. They are 3 outs away from a 9-win KBO Fall League regular season. We'll be back. more to go for the Aces. Bottom 9. Harama still on the mound, and there's that beautiful breaker that starts in the sky and ends in the zone. It's Min-Sung Cho. He'll take another for a strike. How can you not love watching Rintaro Harama? His second inning of work. Ground ball foul. It's 6, 7, 8 in the order. The last chance for the Lions. Cho, Cha, and Cha. The Aces are so close to capping off a nearly perfect KBO Fall League regular season. I don't think you could have drawn it up any better than this. The Samsung fans are still into it. They're still rallying their boys. Fouled off the foot. But early on when the Aces got here, there was a lot of unknown. A first for the country of Australia. Going outside the country to play professional baseball in a league, in a tournament. And fans just didn't know how well this team was going to perform. Remember, the KBO, this is the KBO Fall League, the Futures League. This is the third biggest baseball league in the world. Some of the most elite players on this globe, upcoming stars in this league. And you're thinking, man, how are the Aces going to fare? Well, they answered your question. 3 more outs, and they are 9-2. The number 1 seed in the playoffs as the count goes full. We've seen some incredible moments in this regular season. One of the best ones, Aaron Whitefield, hitting for the cycle last week. He got him. So hard to lay off the breaking ball from Rintaro Harama. It's his second K in as many innings of work. Oh my gosh. Again, I told you, when he steps on the mound, just expect to see ugly swings. And that's what's happened in each of his 2 strikeouts. Sang-Jung Cha. Ball 1-0. Oh, blew it right by him. Just a fun live arm to watch. Cha is tardy on a fastball to make it 1-2. Ring him up. On the corner, back-to-back Ks for Harama. The Aces are 1 out away from stamping this KBO Fall League regular season. Twelfth strikeout in just over 7 innings of work for Harama. First pitch, did he go? Strike 1. Beautiful pitch, 0-2. It'll be interesting. Does he go back to it? Or does he sneak in a fastball? We'll see. 1 strike away. Foul back. Oh, 2. Harama Tries to expand the zone. "43 games of professional baseball from the right-hander. The 31-year-old. 1-2. We'll have to wait at least one more. Close pitch. Full count. So close. Got him! Rintaro Harama strikes out the side. And the Aces steam into the KBO Fall League playoffs with their hair on fire. 9-2 in their historic first season in the league. 5 straight wins. It's been dominant in every facet. Timely hitting, power hitting, stolen bases, taking advantage of mistakes, and the pitching staff has completely turned around a 180 from where they started at the beginning of this league. The Aces take it from the Samsung Lions by a score of 4-2. Wow. That's all we have to say is wow. 9 wins in 11 games for the Melbourne Aces. And it seems like a new guy is stepping up every single day. And the guy who stepped up today was Jared Belbin. We looked down at the score sheet. He reached all 4 times. He doubled, he singled, 2 walks, scored a run, and drove in a run as well. So what do we have to look forward to? Well, how about some playoff baseball? The semifinal and final series coming on Friday and Saturday. The opponent is to be announced. We do not know the time of the game yet on Friday, but it will be right here on Aces TV, so know that for sure. It'll either be at 2 p.m. Australian or 8 p.m., so we might have to stay up late. We might have to stay up all night. We might have to stay for 18 innings like the Dodger fan did, but it's going to be playoff baseball, and the Aces are locked and loaded right now. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I have been Andrew Henderson, the voice of the Aces for the 2025-2026 season. Thank you to Matt, the guy behind it all, who's running this show and making this beautiful set right here. We will see you for some playoff baseball on Friday. Goodbye, everyone.